Hello, hola, and konnichiwa to everybody. We are back with Trust the Podcast. It's me and the boys as
God damn it.
usual. And
Damn, this
today,
guy's a pianist.
I'm peeing.
Robert loves touching pianists.
This is
Oh,
what you hear when Lizzo walks down the stairs. And speaking of
oh my
Lizzo,
god.
the geniuses at South Park took a shot at her just like they do everybody. We just watched it, and that shit was pretty hilarious, actually.
And it's not just taking a
Little
shot
bad.
at her. I think it's just taking a shot at everybody in Hollywood too. That's kind of taking it. Or I mean, just the whole fad of taking a weight loss drug and not actually doing any weight loss activities and just solely relying on a drug to do it. It's kind of crazy.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but Ozempic ain't helping Lizzo. Maybe amputation or some shit. That's
I'm
literally
gonna keep it
what
real
I
with you. I don't think anything can help Lizzo at this point.
She's
Bro.
too far gone. She's gonna shove up a banana down someone's ass. Isn't that what she got? Like, didn't like one of her dancers come out and be like, "Oh my god, she wouldn't let me eat a banana."
I'm sorry, what?
No, hold on.
Yeah.
The dancer wanted the Lizzo wanted the dancer to eat a banana out of like a stripper's asshole.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
And
Yeah.
the dancer was like, I don't want to do that. And Lizzo
Understandably.
was like, you don't want to be a Lizzo dancer then.
She's like, you don't want it bad enough. Eat
You're
this
not
banana that was in someone's
as
ass.
much of a queen as you should be.
Oh.
All right,
You
so
don't want to play
Lizzo
Hungry Hippo on the dance floor.
is just fat, black
Yes.
Jeffrey Epstein then, apparently.
Yep, basically. But don't worry, she's a woman, so all the
Yeah,
charges
yeah,
just
she's a
got
woman,
dropped.
so it doesn't matter.
Everything's okay. It's
Yep.
alright.
Yeah, everything's cool because she's a woman, because women can do no wrong ever. Gaslight
Have you
Blinky's
guys-
robust, you know?
Have you guys seen people's like faces on
Slay!
Ozempic? The celebrity faces?
No.
Some of them look like they're on meth, honestly. Like they got
I mean-
sunken cheeks and like their skin looks all tight. They kind of got like eyes, like, yeah, their eye sockets kind of look all darkened and they got the shadow eye, like, yeah,
Damn,
the eyelids.
That fentanyl
know what it
epidemic's really
is?
hitting everybody, isn't it?
they look like celebrity fentanyl addicts. That would actually be a pretty good TV show, Celebrity Fentanyl Addict.
It would just be Charlie Sheen.
Oh god. Hey, I like that man in 2.5 Men.
Oh, Charlie Sheen's
Oh.
hilarious, but the man has issues.
We should just go out on the
Some.
streets and try to find celebrities that are now hooked on fentanyl.
Pretty
Okay.
easy.
Alright.
I'm sure there's a lot.
If you go down LA, you'll find 10.
I was gonna say we just go to Hollywood and just ask random people. I'm
But
sure they'll-
anyway, to kind of rope this back in and give context to people who haven't seen it, what it is Andy showed us the clip from the episode, and they just make like an ad, for like Ozempic or whatever, those kind of like weight loss drugs to help you lose weight, and it basically they say like, oh, it does nothing if you do Lizzo, it'll make you want to keep physical activity to a minimum and eat whatever you want and not care about your weight.
Give zero fucks when you're on Lizzo.
Yes. Listen to Lizzo
Just-
and get the power.
Yeah,
of
listen to
not giving a
Lizzo
fuck.
twice daily. It's like you're shitting out of your ears.
If you have suicidal thoughts while on Lizzo, stop listening to Lizzo. South Park goes above and beyond, and what she tries to, she fucked up too because she reacted to the video, to like the clip of South Park themselves doing it, and she like at the end tries to play it off like it really didn't hurt her feelings, even though pretty much any time she's talking about her weight, she's crying and saying like, "No, it doesn't hurt my feelings." But it's like I don't get it. Like you're crying about weight all the time. You're very public about like not liking how people talk about your weight, and then
Fucking lose
kind
some
of
weight.
like
Yeah, she's just
two-face of
fake,
like,
bro.
yeah. You can only play the facade of not caring until you realize like, oh, I care.
She
And
cares a lot.
there was news that I saw like 2 weeks ago that Lizzo was trying to like lose weight, and it's like, are you trying to care or not care? Which one are you trying to set the example for? You got
Didn't
millions of
she-
followers.
Didn't she throw shade at Rebel Wilson recently for losing a bunch of weight?
Who's Rebel
Was that-
Wilson? I'm sorry.
The other fat girl.
the fat chick
Like
from
the British
Pitch
blonde
Perfect.
one.
I don't even know.
Never
what
seen-
that is.
He's just drawing a blank. Y'all never seen Pitch Perfect? Unbelievable.
I'm immediately blanking.
Oh, the really fat chick?
Yeah, the fat bitch in Pitch Perfect.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but
yeah.
she lost
yeah,
a bunch of
yeah.
weight, and I'm pretty sure it was Lizzo that
She did?
came at her about it. Yeah, it was like a year ago,
Yo.
but
Wow.
She
Okay,
lost.
Okay.
She looks pretty good now.
yeah, she lost like 200 pounds.
Holy.
Yeah.
What? Holy shit.
I think that
Yeah,
might be an
yeah,
old
there she
picture.
is. That is an old
Yeah,
picture.
that is an old one. Yeah,
Wait, that's
okay.
for real
Okay.
hair now?
So she lost a ton of weight, huh?
Yeah, here, I found a picture.
Good for her. Good for her, man.
Or was
like-
it?
Wow. What?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's night and
Oh,
day, dude.
Jesus.
She definitely looks different. You can tell with the face, dude. Oh my
Yep.
gosh.
But
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
there's
pretty
less-
sure once she lost all because that was about a year ago. But Lizzo, I think, was like talking shit on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Wow. Lizzo just wants everyone to be fat. Because then
Yeah.
they also did this fucking like plus size model thing just to like try to normalize it. And it's like, bro, ain't nobody finding this attractive.
Bro,
And
if I pick up a fucking Playboy and open the centerfold and it's a fat bitch, I'm gonna
it's
be so
Lizzo.
mad. Fucking Lizzo? No.
Like, I'm sorry.
Hugh
no.
Hefner didn't die for that, okay?
Nope. Nope.
'Cause,
Goodness.
like, you know, in 2024, body positivity is good and whatever.
Sure.
Wokeness. But, like, it comes to a certain point. Like, you can be.
Well, it's just unhealthy. You're just actively encouraging people to die early. Like,
Also, it's only body positivity for women,
Yes.
oh yeah.
by the way. It's not body positivity
You
for
don't
men.
see
If a
men
man's
Oh.
fat, they get.
If you're
Yeah,
a fat
literally-
dude, you're just fucked. I mean,
You're shamed. Like, you're legit shamed for being a fat man. But if you're a fat woman, they're like, oh my god, slay queen.
Slay,
You're
you're
so
so
beautiful.
beautiful.
Feel
Big
comfortable in
beautiful
your skin.
woman.
Weight
Yeah, it's
is
like,
just
geez.
a number. It doesn't define you.
Yeah, it's like,
Okay,
god
like-
damn.
Dude, I promise you. Okay, go to Atlanta, Georgia, and just walk around for a little while, and then tell me you think fat women are beautiful.
Damn.
I'm
He's probably not wrong, let's be honest.
not. I swear to God.
Heart
I've been to Atlanta like 5 times.
blood pressure, cholesterol, all
Diabetes,
kinds of shit.
dying at age 55 because your arteries
You-
clogged.
You don't want this.
You don't want to be like Lizzo.
Yeah, and also corporations are loving this because then they like get you hooked on all their products that are fucking horrible for you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they're not gonna stop that.
I mean, I am actively drinking beer at the moment,
Yes.
but still,
So I have a slight beer gut, but like,
Yeah, but you're not fat at all.
fat.
no, not
You guys, none of you guys are fat.
Robert,
though.
you don't even have a beer gut, bro. You're a twig. You've
I
been the
used to.
same.
He's-
You've been the same
he's not
width as
wrong.
you've been the same width as a piece of paper the entire time I've known you.
Wide ruled piece of paper.
Oh my god.
But like,
Nice.
you know, it's a thing where it's like you don't have to go to the gym every day or whatever and be crazy exercise. And some people who are overweight do exercise, but they still like just can't lose weight. 'Cause some of the weight can be genetic.
It's also diet
It's
too.
not the whole big.
I was gonna say
bone thing, but-
75. Like they did a study. I don't remember the exact percentage, but something silly like 75% of losing weight is your diet.
It is. It
It has nothing to do with going to the gym.
Mm-mm.
I
It really,
mean,
it
and
really
that'll
doesn't,
help.
honestly.
It
Yeah,
helps,
'cause if you're going
but
and like
not nearly as much as people think it does. Because if you're going to the gym 5 days a week for 2 hours a day, but you're eating a fucking full chocolate cake
Yes.
Mhm.
every 2 days,
Yeah.
you're not going to
Ain't
lose
doing
any
shit.
weight.
or you
Nope.
eat like 2 Big Macs. for
Yeah,
dinner.
or you eat McDonald's for 2 out of your 3 meals a
Or
day. You're not going to lose
whatever.
any weight doing that.
Oh.
Nope.
It's not going to happen. It's all in the diet.
It is. I mean, like, if you think about it,
Which
it's
is why I'm
really
not
what
a
you're
fat
feeding yourself.
piece of shit, because I sit down all day long in my job. And then
Same.
I get home and I sit down and play video games.
So in
But
theory,
I
we
don't-
should be, but
I-
we're somehow not.
I don't eat like a fat pig, so I'm not.
Yeah, your boy's been trying to cut down on fucking chicken and rice lately, bro. This shit tragic.
But yeah, it
Yeah,
kind of
bam.
like, it is an interesting point because with the women, they want to support each other. They probably say stuff behind each other's back or whatever, but who knows?
Of course they do.
I mean,
But-
every woman I've ever met talks mad shit about their friends.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Oh
all
yeah.
the time.
like Tara, Clayton, and them are like, "Oh my god, you're so beautiful." Bitch is like 300 pounds.
Oh
More
my
than that,
God.
Tara? Tara's way more than I'm 200 pounds.
This-
She's way more
this
than
is a
100
little
pounds
whale.
heavier than me.
Alright? She's one of those girls who only has big tits by default. Alright? Not in like the second minute.
That's
Yeah,
not even a
straight up.
compliment at all, honestly.
And
Oh
you can't
my
even see the
God.
tits because they just blend into her stomach.
And then her neck, you don't know where it starts or ends.
Oh, she just doesn't have one.
I love how
like
3
a- she
seconds
looks like a
before
fucking
Tyler
Furby,
said
dude.
anything, he said, "I'm not gonna comment on this," and then decided to be like, "Yeah."
Oh, I didn't say
Take note.
that.
But then, like with guys, you know, Tyler, you maybe have met Justin. Andy, you have never met Justin. He's gotten less chubby, but he's still like the fat guy of the group. And we're like, "Oh, you fat bastard," or like we joke about him, but it doesn't matter. And you know,
Man weighs like 20 pounds more than me. He's not that fat.
and we'll like the one who's actually fat is probably, but you know, we'll rag on him.
God damn, bro.
Bruh.
What?
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit,
Well, and
Robert.
probably, I don't know.
Oh, God.
God damn, Robert.
What? What do you want
What
from me?
the fuck?
About to put this on YouTube,
We
my
talk
guy.
shit about these boys all the time.
That's true.
God damn.
Actually,
I
to
did
be
not
fair,
say anything
if
in
anything,
this.
it's out of love.
Wait,
'cause
fat?
more healthy.
I thought was kind of skinny.
He's not skinny, but I wouldn't call him fat.
He's
I
very
will
much
not
husky.
comment.
That's crazy, bro.
He's just, yeah, he's a little husky. A little bit of a belly, but nothing terrible.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
But I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I've seen in person one time, and that's all I'm going to say about that.
God damn.
Damn,
Alright,
bro.
so
At least,
stop calling our friends fat. Let's change the subject.
God
Did you
damn,
guys
bro.
hear
You
the Red
gotta
Lobster's going out of
Wait.
business?
you just talked about solid because of
Ah, oh,
he would have ate all the
Yeah.
shrimp.
Cause he's fucking.
Oh my god.
Probably
Bro.
gonna do this motherfucker. Right? Okay,
This
okay.
man
Cut
did
that
the-
part. Cut that part.
This man did the $20 all you can eat shrimp, and now they're in debt. They're closing stores.
Jesus Christ.
He ate
dude.
the whole restaurant out.
the Red Lobster Bandit. He
Tyler,
just
do you
goes
maybe
to
want to
every
rephrase that?
state.
What?
He
What?
ate the whole restaurant out, huh?
But I
Yeah, with the
honestly
shrimp, man. All you can eat shrimp.
only like half remember the point I was trying
Sure.
to make with that. But
Boy, I ain't eating no.
I think what it might have been was because girls, when they talk about their friends being fat,
Oh, yeah, we were talking about Lizzo. Let's get back to that.
They pretend
Ugh.
to like, you know, support him, and then they really don't. Whereas guys, like, we'll rag on him or whatever, but we don't actually care. Like, we'll just make fun of him, you know, and just
Well,
joke
and
about it.
guys also notice that when you do start putting effort in, then you get supportive and like
yeah,
you
like-
put motivation into
Well, yeah.
your friend.
Yeah, like
course.
Justin slimmed down a little bit. I think Jake probably has too. He's at least gone to the gym a couple times.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
Women
it's
are
good.
just
we
terrible.
like to see that. You know, we want our homies to be healthy.
But also, until they
Sure.
start making steps to become healthy, we're going to talk mad shit.
Yes.
You want to embrace him to go to the gym.
I just think too, it's a weird expectation on how like men, like you wouldn't expect men to take an Ozempic drug, but it's perfectly fine for women to take the drug.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if you found out a dude
Oh,
was on,
yeah.
it's almost like
And
if
then-
you're on antidepressants as a man. It's
But
Yeah,
then
you get
people
bashed,
just judge
bro.
you
But
immediately.
then here's the thing too. Let's say you're a single man and like you're going out for a date, you're held to a higher standard, but it's like, oh, you're on Ozempic? No. Like I would rather have a natural person than a person that, you know, I mean, maybe not. Maybe if
Meanwhile,
you're a
bitches
person
on
that does
two
it.
different anxiety meds.
But nowadays though, it's
bipolar
like,
medication and fucking Adderall, but sure.
nowadays though, it could be like, I don't know, how much is Ozempic? Because I mean, maybe a
I have
bitch would
no
be
idea.
maybe a bitch will see that and be like, oh, he has money if he's able to pay for Ozempic.
I'll let you
Yeah,
know.
but
Give
see,
me just a
the-
I
second.
have no idea.
The innate problem to me is why are we like condoning? I don't want to say being fat's like a mental illness, but I kind of feel like it's a symptom of an unhealthy
Ozempic
mental-
costs $1,000 for a 1 month supply.
$500. Yeah, for a 1 milligram pen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, a bitch ain't gonna give a fuck.
Yeah,
But
that's
you
that's
gotta,
for
but you
rich
gotta take
people.
twice a month. So about $1,000 a month.
Yeah, that's insane.
Fuck.
That's nuts. more than I pay for rent.
Yes, same. That's like double my rent. Depending
Just for
on
2
some
fucking shots,
some
huh?
other things.
Mm-hmm.
Some said like $1,300, whatever. Which we can get into
Right,
a
so
whole
what-
other side thing of how the American medical system is just fucked. But I think it is great how South Park. I mean, that's been the whole thing of South Park ever since day one. Those guys wanted to make a funny TV show and didn't give a shit who they went at, what anybody thought. They're gonna do what they thought was funny, and look where it is. They're on like season fucking 30. It's like The Simpsons.
And they're always hitting, dude. It's not like The Simpsons at all, because The Simpsons sucks now.
Yeah, Simpsons has gone way down.
South Park is still hilarious. Arguably more funny,
part
because
about the
just
longevity.
all the... Yeah, oh yeah, that's true. But all the dumb shit that happens nowadays, South Park is
Listen.
having a ball.
Well, yeah,
I haven't even
Like-
seen
we
Simpsons.
watched the whole
Shit.
Disney put a chick in it and make it fucking
Make
gay South Park thing, and that was amazing.
Make it gay.
Right?
Well, it's like in Imagination Land. I'm pretty sure George W. Bush sent terrorists, or we fought terrorists in an Imagination Land.
Yes.
For God's sakes, bro! Like South Park can get away with anything.
And that was one of the
They
greatest, like 3-part trilogies of South Park.
That was one of the best parts of the show.
Yeah, I really doubt there's anything like. There's nothing off limits for South Park. I truly do believe that.
South Park
I mean,
and their writers are the only things on this planet that can't be canceled.
Yes.
they're the only
People
white
try.
kids in
They
America.
try to cancel other people.
They're the only white kids in America that can truly say the N word on live television.
Live
Oh
television,
my
and no one will
God.
bat an eye because it's South
did.
Park.
They did?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
not
shit.
gonna
fire up some
play it.
Adult Swim. You can watch Eric Cartman say the N word on live television.
I do have the sound clip from when Randy says it, but I'm not gonna play it.
Oh my
Incredible.
God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just in an episode on live TV in the episode, and then obviously it was on TV in like real life. It
Yeah.
straight up says the hard R.
Just hard R, and he's joyful about it too.
Yep.
He's so happy he's saying it.
Well, yeah, because at first he was
incredible.
like, "I think I know the answer, but I don't think I should say it." And they're like, "What?" And then he's like, "I don't know." And they're like, "Go ahead." And he goes, "Okay."
Yeah. Absolutely
And
wild.
it was pretty funny because there was a black guy on the camera, and he just looks at him like, "Bruh." And then, like, you know, everybody's like, "Why'd you say that?" Or the answer was naggers with a N-A.
Yeah, the question was
Oh.
people
Yeah.
who annoy you
Yes.
was the
Yeah.
question.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then in the car right now,
Oh.
Stan and his wife are like, "Really, my G?" And he's like, "Hey, man, you would have said the same thing too, all right?"
Oh
Well, no, he
my
doubled.
God.
He doubled down on it too. Like he said it, the audience went silent. He's like, "What? Hey."
Yeah, he says it
Oh.
again. Oh my God. Hey, speaking of people calling other people slurs,
Yes.
so the Met Gala was a couple of weeks ago, which no one really cares about that. Celebrities suck. But allegedly, Lana Del Rey essentially called Sam Smith the N-word, but for gay people.
I think it's.
yeah.
it's
Oh, you can
YouTube
say that on
friendly.
YouTube. Come on
It's
now.
YouTube friendly.
Is it YouTube friendly? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Lana Del Rey called Sam Smith, which is hilarious. First of all,
It's probably true.
and hang on, I have the exact quote here. She didn't directly.
He pulls up exact quote. It's just in quotation marks.
You're a end
Didn't
quote.
directly call him a, but this is what she had to say. The theme was Garden of Time, not the Fortress of. That's for Sam
Okay,
Smith
so
and
yeah,
his
she called him
boyfriend.
a. Yep.
Yeah, so she called him a, which is hilarious.
Bro, that should be the Lord of the Rings fucking next
The
TV
Garden
show. Time.
The
The Fortress of.
That'd fit with what's going on in the Lord of the Rings TV show, from what I understand. But anyways, that's a whole other topic. But
Yeah,
anyway,
he was there with
Seven
the
cock
guy.
rings.
yeah, well, yeah, he was there with his boyfriend. And anyways, what I'm getting at with that
Oh, shit, I
is,
didn't realize it was actually gay.
yeah, the Alphabet People Month is next
He's a
month
protein.
in 3 days.
God, no, it is. Oh, why?
Hey, but it's Dinosaur Month on
Why?
iPhone, baby. Bring
It's
it
true.
back.
It is.
Bring
It is
back.
They brought it back last year.
God, the only good thing about this alphabet month is that 10 Mile does the Bearded Lady beer,
Oh shit.
and that is so
That's
good.
true. The Bearded Lady is good.
It's
If
really
anybody's
good.
asking, 10 Mile Creek Brewery, Helena, Montana. Check it out.
Shit's
They have
banging.
stuff.
Whoa, no, don't
Shit's
dox us.
banging.
No, I'm just kidding.
Shh.
Don't dox us.
Well, we're going to be the size of LA soon. No one's going to be able to find us.
Woo. But yeah, so like, I mean, with the whole Lana Del Rey thing, I mean, I kind of respect it because it's funny.
Probably just joking.
Yeah, I'm sure she's probably just memeing around. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
her
Yeah.
actual views on gay people or the alpha
Right.
plus
I was
people.
going to say, I think I've maybe heard one Lana Del Rey song in my
Goddamn,
entire life. So
Dude, the whole alphabet plus shit. Oh, yeah.
Alphabet Plus.
Well,
Oh,
because it's LGBTQ and then
I
they
know.
added shit on.
They added some fucking letters
Yeah,
onto
there's a
it.
bunch of
'cause
other
it's
shit
more
added to that
fucking-
now.
Ugh, that's so stupid.
It's a BLT with some special sauce.
Yup.
You know,
Except
back
there's
in
no
my
bacon
day,
lettuce
you
with
were
tomato.
straight, gay, or bi. And
Those were your options.
Wait, was there? I thought it was just straight and gay.
No, actually, straight up, it was straight gay and lesbian when I was a kid. None of that other bullshit existed. I guess
Yeah.
transgender people were around back then. But
Really?
Yeah, but it wasn't
Yeah.
like a common thing. Nobody knew.
I thought
yeah,
trans
it wasn't like a
new.
thing. They just existed.
Trans has become a thing recently.
Mm.
They've been more like accepted or whatever. Or
I don't
Oh,
think they've
God.
been more accepted. I think they've just been louder, to be honest
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
Most people I know are not interested.
Nobody's accepting that. I don't.
I
think.
just don't care. I have so many other things to worry about in my personal life. I genuinely don't have time to care about all the other bullshit
It's
going
just
on
weird.
in the
No,
world.
yeah,
And I'm sorry,
100%.
but if you're struggling as a trans person, that's your own fucking problem. You're an adult. Deal
Like,
with it.
there's this one trans person
Deal with it like the rest of us.
who comes into my work, and they used to
Deal
be
with
a
it.
guy, but now they're a girl. And it's really funny because the first time I met them, okay, so I work at the bank, and they gave me their account number, and I typed it in, and it said, I don't remember their actual name, but it said like John or something. And it was a girl, and I'm like, me? What? Hmm? And then I see their
No,
ID.
did you ask?
No, that was my
Oh.
thought. And I was just like, and there's a note on there that said, customer refers to go by Blake or something.
Balake.
And I'm just like, can I see your ID? And it's a picture of a dude.
Oh no!
Hey, yo! That happened to me.
Oh no!
That happened to me at work a couple of weeks ago, actually. Not the exact same thing, but I had someone. So I work a very public customer service job, and I had someone at my window, and I was relatively sure it was a woman.
Oh no!
And
Can't be assuming
but
now,
in my
man.
job, I
Minimum
have to have this person's ID. So I get their driver's license. I look straight up, just a dude on the license, and I'm like,
Really, wait a minute.
But I looked. I got him to sign something, so I compared the signatures, and they were pretty much identical. So I was like, okay, it's the same person. Weird. Just
that's
I don't
rough.
know, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I do not envy you guys. I'd just be like, so are you like a man or a girl? What the hell is this
I
thing?
didn't comment on it at all, and they've come in,
Yo,
multiple
can
times
I
since then.
tap or can I not tap?
Oh no!
Which hole are we talking about here?
Oh,
I'm sorry, that was
no.
offensive to gay people.
They did have boobs,
Eh.
and they were obviously fake boobs, which there's nothing wrong with like fake boobs and like getting if a girl gets a boob job, but if it was a guy and then he
Robert's like at work, like, let me see your titties. I need to make sure you're a real woman.
Well, yeah, I mean, like,
Oh
okay,
my
like,
god!
they're sort of the same, but there's
No
also
way.
a huge difference between a girl, like getting
Well,
a
yeah,
boob
well, yeah,
job
because
to
the girl
go
had
up in
natural boobs
size or
already.
whatever,
Just
yeah.
got bigger
Well,
ones.
yeah.
And then a guy transitioning and they just shove a fucking balloon in there. Or whatever. Ugh.
Oh man.
So
I just make cabinets. I'm glad I ain't got to deal with man dudes and dude women's and dude asses and.
What about
you
lady
just
boys?
handle wood all day.
Hey, don't make it gay. Don't make it gay.
Lady
Don't say
boys.
gay. All right, we're in Florida right now.
No, we're not.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, we're in
yeah, we
Florida.
are. You're right.
You
We're-
can't, don't say gay.
Yeah, my
I
name
call you
is-
gay,
My name
but
is Nick something. I work as a pizza delivery driver.
And I'm
No.
The gayest person you've ever met. Straight
Shout out to
Straight out of
Bella's
Orlando.
Pizzeria.
God damn.
Orlando, Florida, baby.
Yeah, the pizzeria,
Orlando,
dude.
Florida.
Hit up my homie Nick if you want your dick sucked.
But as far as this, I
Just saying, proper time to call Bella's Pizzeria would be anywhere between noon and 9 p.m. Eastern time.
and what'll happen is he'll
Andy, can you
answer
provide us with a phone number?
the phone will ring. They'll pick up, and all you hear is, "Yow."
No. That was a
Yow.
really good impression.
That was a great impression.
Yow. Watch out.
I feel like we're getting a little off topic here.
Oh my god.
He might throw an N-word out there at the end
We're
of your
just,
pizza
just
order.
ragging on Nick.
He'd be like, I got you, my nigga.
Whoa now, Tyler! I gotta beep that shit. God.
I was
damn.
gonna say, you're gonna have to bleep that one.
Can you say that, but with like, can you mix that word and pepperoni?
Nick.
Nickaroni?
Hold on.
Tyler, god damn it.
All right, ready? Say it now.
Niggeroni.
Incredible.
What's the word? You are gonna have to bleep that.
Beep.
Yep.
But anyway, to reel this back in, to bring it back in,
We're losing it, boys. We're losing
there
it.
really hasn't been any like that I've seen. She kind of just, if she did really say that, I don't know if this is true. You know, Cody
Yeah, it's
sent
alleged.
us
It's allegedly. I
Cody
found
sent
it on
us
X,
a
formerly known as Twitter.
picture on X. I saw a meme about it on iFunny, so we cannot guarantee because I tried
Well,
googling it. The media might be suppressing it, but we don't know. I cannot guarantee.
I don't know,
she
man.
Actually said that, but from what I've seen, there hasn't really been any like backlash.
Well,
People
not
just
wrong,
love Lana
man.
Del Rey.
Yeah,
yeah. Also, it's on iFunny, so it has to be true.
wasn't. I mean, that is where I get some of my news.
I do get a good bit of
I
news.
legit-
I verify my. I verify
no.
it.
It's falling apart.
Is
If
gonna
I
sue his
see-
president on iFunny, dude. He's like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, because what happens is I see the meme on iFunny, right, and then I'm like, okay, whatever. And then if I see like 2 or 3 more, I'm like, okay, there's no way this is real. And then I Google it
Bro.
to try and
Motherfucker.
find out.
It's real every time.
I'm sorry. Can you imagine Robert as president and the CIA
my
comes in with
God.
the president's daily brief, and Robert's like, "Hold on, let me verify on iPhone."
He goes, no, I
Verify on
sure
iFunny,
it's
let me look
real.
at the memes.
This
There's more
motherfucker.
than one meme about it. It's true.
They're like, sir, an airplane has hit a building. Robert goes, no, that can't be real.
It's
I
not
gotta-
on iFunny.
I gotta verify that on iPhone.
People aren't making funny memes yet about it. Oh wait, nope, never mind.
Oh, there's a meme. Okay,
Hey,
it's real.
let me refresh the
Mr.
features real
President,
quick.
wait a second.
Did that person make a falling person Flappy Bird? What the
Oh.
fuck?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, he's flying. Okay, cut that.
But it is kind of like, if people are famous enough, kind of like South Park in a way, they can usually do
Just do
whatever
you
they want. Or, like,
Unless you're Amber Heard, and then Johnny Depp will tell you he took his shit in his bed on live television in the middle of court,
yes.
which is hilarious.
Or, like, one example is I remember back during the whole BLM protests and stuff during COVID and whatever, the band Trapped, I think, put out some, like, controversial statements or whatever about looters and potentially racist
Yeah,
stuff or
I
whatever.
remember that. That was a
And-
fucking while ago.
All the left people were like, "Oh my god, how can you say that?" And I'm not saying like I necessarily support that, but I was like, dude, I don't care. Their music's still good. It doesn't change the music to me. Like,
Well,
I'm still gonna
yeah.
listen to the song.
That's a great argument until you remember R. Kelly.
No, hold on. So like my dad
Damn.
is
I
like
agree
a
with you
hard-
for the record. But
My father is a hardcore conservative, and he hates Neil Young's politics. And one day I was listening to him, and he was like jamming out to Neil Young, and I was like, "Dad, I thought you hate Neil Young." And he's like, at some point you got to separate people's like art
Mhm.
from their like dumb
Political-
ideologies.
True.
absolutely.
Because I mean, this has been.
How do you think Elton John got so popular in the 70s?
I know, right?
He's a great
People were
singer.
like-
And gay as hell.
He's
Yeah,
gay as
people-
shit, but he's a great
Well,
singer.
It was funny when people figured out he was gay. They were like, "Wait, he's gay?" And they were like, "Wait, you didn't know that?"
Yeah, Freddie Mercury is another funny one because that man was quite obviously gay,
Yeah.
but people just didn't know that until like the 90s after he
Wait,
died.
really?
Yeah,
Oh.
and then it came out that he was bi specifically.
Wait, and
but-
didn't he get AIDS? Isn't that how he died?
Yeah, he died of
Yeah,
AIDS.
he died of AIDS.
He
Yeah.
actually played his famous Live Aid concert in London while he had AIDS,
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
which is kind of hardcore
That is pretty hardcore,
from
actually.
what I know about
Yeah.
AIDS.
I mean, AIDS now, it's like, from what I've heard about AIDS and HIV, it's pretty much like, yeah, you can have it, it's fine.
Some
Yeah,
people
'cause
can live.
there's
I
treatment
don't know.
now, but I mean,
Yeah.
in the 80s,
Yeah.
there was not, and it was just
Bro.
a death sentence.
I live in Missouri. I drive by 3 billboards on my way to work that say 1 pill a day can make HIV go away.
Oh my god.
That's
What?
crazy. The billboards
Yeah,
around
dude.
Helena just say Jesus in big block letters.
Yeah. Don't abort. Don't abort. All right.
Robert, why are you on
Yeah,
the
why-
other side of the planet trying to talk into your mic right now?
Being, can you give this man a pee break?
Dear
Listen,
God.
it's hard to be a host
Hey, I did
of a
have to go to the
podcast.
bathroom, alright?
This man is
Chug
on the
that beer,
mic,
I can't lie.
fucking chugging a beer, taking a piss while on the podcast.
That's
Honestly,
a
I
real
respect it.
American right there.
That's real commitment. If that does not deserve a subscribe, I don't know what doesn't.
Damn, here we should all take a vote to
Yeah,
see
but
if
you
we
guys
can do a
gotta be committed
30-70
to
pay
me.
cut.
What was that, Andy?
30-70 pay cut off of Robert.
Yeah, the 70 goes to me.
No.
Whoa, no, the 70 goes to us. We're doing all the work.
Yeah,
Taking
dude.
a
the
piss.
70
I'm
goes to
making
me.
this shit. I'm
The
posting
70
this
goes
shit.
to the
Alright.
70 goes to me. 15 goes to Andy, and the other 15 goes to Tyler.
I'll take
Well,
it.
that's only 9.
I would have sold for 5.
No, wait,
You
no,
ain't get
regarded.
shit. No, if you
I
add
didn't.
15
Hey, man,
and 15,
I'm
you
making
get
the
30, and then if
thumbnails,
you add that
alright?
to 70, you do indeed get
Well, I
100.
just told you I'm retarded.
This motherfucker. God damn.
This is
I
why
did.
you
I
don't
feel
deserve
like-
the money.
This
Yeah,
has got to be the
math
most
class.
edited podcast, too, by the way. I just want to say that. Like, Robert's going to go here and go,
I'll beep out.
I was gonna say, make sure you
stuff.
bleep some stuff.
But that's
God damn.
about it. That's probably
God
about it.
damn.
Oh, hey, actually, I have something fairly serious to talk about with Alphabet Month coming up.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
I saw this one on iFunny too, and
Wait,
unfortunately,
hold on.
oh,
Well, we were talking about the billboards. What I was gonna say is the billboards usually show like there's one where it's a fetus and a diamond, and one's like, which one is worth more? And I'm like, bitch, the diamond.
Oh, my
You can't
God.
You can't sell a
Damn.
fetus for like 50.
Well,
Oh.
can absolutely
you-
sell children. You just can't
You
do
can
it in the
absolutely
US.
do it, yeah.
You just
Go
gotta
try
do
to
it in
travel.
China.
Or, yeah.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
why
say
aren't
Saudi
you-
Arabia,
Well,
they'll
stem
buy your
cells, I guess,
kids.
but wouldn't the kid have to
You
be,
should
like,
learn how to
born
travel,
first?
Robert. Learn how to travel, kid.
Well, yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't
the
been
kid
to
gets-
Canada.
Damn.
My man has lived 300 miles from Canada for
Robert
the last
just played the
24 years
Canadian
of his
national
life.
anthem.
And he's like, I haven't even gone to Canada.
I ain't even been to Canada. The closest
Uh,
the closest this man's been to a foreign country is Pennsylvania, if we're honest.
But it's literally
Oh.
just East Coast Montana. That's all it is.
I'll be there soon, so I will be able to confirm or
Because
deny
they
that.
also
You're going to Philly?
Yeah, I'm going to Philly, baby.
Oh shit, baby! Look, go, Butters!
I'm going to New Jersey to visit Kelly. And
Yo, get
we're
a cheesesteak,
he only
man.
lives about absolutely. He only lives
That's
about an hour and a
fine.
half from Philly, so we're gonna go
because
to
they
Philly.
also have the thing where it's like we have 2 seasons, winter and road
Wait.
construction.
Winter and road construction.
Yeah.
Yep. It took me 20 minutes longer. I was doing 95 all the way back from Idaho Falls the other day. And it took me
Oh, yeah.
20 to 30 minutes longer than it should have. I still made it in 3.5 hours, but it took me 20 to 30 minutes longer than it should have because of
This
road
man's
Yeah,
doing
construction.
literally yesterday.
95.
This man, hold on, I'm gonna.
Well, there ain't shit to see on that drive. I'm not gonna
Pull
fuck
up.
around at 75 or 80.
I want to pull up the timestamps. This man texted us at 9:45 and was like, "All right, I'm gonna be on the way back to Montana." And then,
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna get gas and I'll be back.
like an hour later, he sends us a picture of the "Welcome to Montana" sign.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
But anyway, so you were saying something about Alphabet Month, Cody, on like iFunny or whatever.
Yes. So unfortunately,
Oh no.
speaking of Alphabet Month coming up, and we were talking about trans people a little bit earlier. In Massachusetts, I believe yesterday, someone who identifies as trans at the very least,
Oh God.
stabbed quite a few people, including 4 little girls, in a movie theater in Massachusetts.
That's not being talked about.
Yeah, and no, of course it isn't, because it was a trans
Yeah, no, what I
person.
read today this morning.
They don't want to talk about that. Yeah, actually, I found an article on CNN. They are covering it, unbelievably, but it just. And then there was the whole thing with the school shooter a few months ago who was trans. And now I don't want to judge every trans person on the actions of a couple, but if y'all don't want to be hated, don't do shit that's going to make us hate you.
Oh, it's almost. I might get canceled for this, but it's almost like it's mental illness.
Oh, you're gonna cancel for that. For
You're going to
sure.
get canceled for it, but I don't think you should, because I believe you're right.
Gender dysmorphia.
Yeah, or whatever the fuck they want to call it.
How about attention horse?
Attention horse, adults trying to avoid reality. I really don't know.
This was apparently at a movie theater and a McDonald's.
Ah, yes. Yeah, I
Damn.
forgot about the McDonald's. It was an AMC movie theater. Shout out to AMC.
This is from CBS. This is the link that Cody sent me. It says that they were ordered to undergo evaluation at a psychiatric hospital after the court doctor said they were experiencing very serious delusion.
Wow.
Now they're using he, and it
What a
does look like a
surprise.
guy from the picture, but I don't know identifies as a woman or
Yeah, again, it's allegedly a trans person.
Oh, so you don't actually know?
Well, I
Very
found
big
some. Hang
details
on a second.
expected in girls. I don't know. They're saying he.
So
and
apparently on his social media accounts, he identifies as trans, but there isn't any other evidence beyond that. So
Yeah,
take that with a grain of salt.
because I also don't
Take that with
know
a grain of
if he
salt.
actually does or if he's just doing it as a whole stunt to bring attention to the trans community, whether positive or bringing attention to them because he actually doesn't like support or like
Support
trans
them.
people,
Yeah.
and saying, "Hey, look, trans people are like this. They do this. They're unstable. Blah blah blah."
But that could be as well. We got to look at the angles here. But also, regardless of whether or not he, she, whatever is trans, maybe just don't
Bad people.
kill children.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a
Yeah, what a thought
pretty.
that is.
I feel like that's a pretty easy baseline to hit. Don't murder children.
Dude, it's so wild that like I saw this like a stat the other day and it was like kids are in more danger of dying in a school or anywhere than like in like actual like what was it, like medical trauma or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
it's during surgeries. I think was the.
Yeah, it was like holy shit, what a stat that is now, dude. Like you have more risk
Yeah.
of going to school than you do
Oh,
going into
yeah.
a surgery.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Schools are
Sending your
nuts.
kids to school, they're more likely to die than if you put them in like open heart surgery. That's nuts.
so stupid, dude. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, I don't know if the security has gotten any better since I went to high school, but at least in the high school here, I could have put a gun in my backpack and just walked to school, and nobody would have known until it was.
Oh, it would have taken 1 second. We had one security officer,
Yep, one school resource officer.
and he just hung out by the front office all day long. It would have been. We had no. I mean, there were no metal detectors, any of that bullshit.
Nope.
The thing you gotta know too is like
But also,
a lot of these schools don't even have that.
Yeah, but at the same time, okay, we live in Montana. Now, for our viewers who don't know, Montana's a fairly chill place. Bad shit doesn't happen here very often. Like really bad shit.
Right.
The whole time I was in Helena High, honestly, the students were more likely to die from suicide than they were from a school shooting.
Yes.
We never even had any threats for a school
We had a
shooting.
bombing or
There
a
was like one fake.
Well,
There were a
one
couple. Oh yeah, there was one bomb threat. I think.
but they were all jokes.
It was all just jokes.
It was just a prank.
Nothing ever happened. But yeah, oh yeah. But I
Yeah.
think like 8 or 9 kids committed suicide while I was in high school.
I know for sure at least 4.
But nobody
in
ever
my
shot up.
vision.
Yeah, nobody ever shot up the school because we're not fucking stupid.
Yeah, suicide is becoming a real problem.
Yeah, it has been for
Like,
a while.
It really is, and it's mostly men that are killing themselves.
Oh yeah, what's that percent? What's that stat?
Well,
Hang
like
on.
all these
Jamie, pull
places
that
that
up.
are getting shoot up, like I think malls, no, movie theaters, schools, like it's public places where a bunch of people are gonna be, and like, I mean that, like we were just talking about, that doesn't really happen here. There have been some school shootings in like Billings.
Yeah, there was one in Billings where like a kid brought a school gun and it accidentally went off because he dropped it or something like that.
Yeah.
But like, just imagine you walk down to Cinemark, right? You're like, oh, dude, I'm gonna go see Star Wars or whatever. Just gonna have a good time, and then you're dead and your life's over.
Yeah. Some absolute
Yeah.
lunatic stabbed you.
Well,
Ridiculous.
I'm like,
Oh,
it's
I
kind of
found that
crazy.
suicide
Yeah.
rate, by the way, men versus
Yeah.
women. Men account for 68.5% of suicide deaths.
That's wild. Yeah, it's high. And like, I bet you if you look at it, all the men ones are pretty much suicide by gun. I would assume.
Guaranteed. Because when a
Yeah.
guy wants to commit suicide, they just fucking go for it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah.
I mean, it's a gun.
Oh,
Every time.
mean, I'm not going to, but I could. Yeah, I could do it right now, multiple ways.
It's so easy. I was gonna say, it's so easy.
Well, it's just sad that everyone feels like they have to do that.
Yeah.
That's the part of that I think is quite sad.
Yes, because once you get to that breaking point, like,
There aren't really any other thoughts in your mind. I mean,
okay, side tangent, but kind of related to this. I went to go have dinner with my family over the weekend, and my stepdad said that there was some golf guy, I forgot his name, but he was playing like in the PGA Tour, and finished the round, or in the middle of the round, he was like, man, I don't really feel so good. And then either dropped out or went home after, like, not home, to his hotel room. And then he was found dead, and they said it was
Yeah.
suicide. And the parents said it was too, because at first I didn't, they said suicide, and I was like, oh, it's probably
Yeah,
suicide.
he struggled. He struggled with alcoholism too and stuff.
Oh, wait, so there's more coming out on that then.
Yeah, but
Interesting.
just like, my stepbrother had an interesting point. He was like, everybody goes through bad times, but it's just crazy
Right.
to think that, some people, for some people it might not get better. Like, there are a bunch of homeless people here in town. We have like a
Right.
homeless camp and stuff, and that's tragic. Like, especially on like a hot day like today, or when it's fucking negative temperatures outside and you're in a tent
Mhm.
on the sidewalk. We've got a blanket,
Yep.
but
Well, and then oh, sorry.
we were just saying it's really sad and tragic and kind of weird how some people just don't have the hope of thinking like, oh, it'll get better, or they think this is it, this is the end, it's never gonna get better.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, have you guys ever seen the quote where it's like, would you rather have $1 million or wake up next tomorrow? And like, so then it's like, okay, so then if you choose waking up tomorrow, that means life is worth more than $1 million. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just how I think about it all the time. Is like your life is so much more meaningful than anything else.
Yes,
So
because like
I don't know.
if someone came up to you, that's actually pretty interesting. Like, if someone came up to you and was like, all right, I'll give you $1 million, you die tonight at midnight, whether it's me
Yeah.
or you actually kills you, right? Or
Yeah.
you get no money, but you keep living your life tomorrow.
Yeah, everyone would pick living, I think.
I mean,
So it's like,
sure, like if you were, like if you think about it, in theory, you're like, all right, cool. I know today's my last day, but I get $1 million to do whatever the hell I want. It'd be really fun, But
Mhm.
I also don't want to die. I want to have more in my life. I want to keep going. I want to see what else every other day has.
Right, like you want to do more with your life.
Oh, sorry, that was an accident.
Uh-oh. Speaking of dying, do you guys want to talk about Helldivers 2
Oh yeah,
and that game dying?
that's a good segue.
Yeah, because I saw something the other day that the active player count right now is roughly 50 to 75,000, and they were actually approaching like over 500,000 active players for like 2 months straight.
Well, yeah, when that game came out, it was really hot.
Really,
Everybody was on it.
but I want to bring up like the games like that we all have liked that kind of just died and fizzled out. Like the finals, I was looking at that the other
Well, the
day. The
finals is
finals
done.
has like
Yeah, it's
yeah,
gone. Hot and toast.
I don't want to play it. I haven't played it. And I don't want to play it. I have no draw to. I'll at least touch Helldivers, but I have no draw, no reason, no pull to the finals.
yeah.
Well, they had such a cool idea in the beta and shit, and then when
Mhm.
the actual game dropped, it was just the same fucking thing as the beta. They didn't do anything.
Yeah,
They added like one new map, and that was it.
They added nothing, and there's a bunch of cheaters, which is hard to
Yeah.
combat in a free game. I understand, but
Well, yeah, I mean, I think the thing too about Helldivers, too, it's crazy, is they have a tenth of the players they had 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
Yeah,
Like,
that's crazy.
if you look at the amount of players that like play the game and then now no longer are, it is insane, dude. Like, and it's not just like every like week or two there's like less people playing, dude. It's like literally the biggest drop off I've ever seen in a game. Like, I think it's crazy. And every week that goes by, there's less and less and less people
I
playing
think
it. Actually,
I think Sony shot that game in the foot because they did reverse on their like decision to force everybody to register a PlayStation account,
yep.
but now everyone knows that Sony's not afraid to just do that, and they probably will sometime in the
Well,
future.
nah, it's not even that. It's just like you half-ass did your thing too. You just reverted back on that Sony login, but you went ahead and went through on 100 and fucking some odd countries not being able to play Helldivers now,
Yeah.
Mhm.
even though they bought the game.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Well, and, like the other thing that I think is so crazy with this thing is they haven't like they've done a ton of like these updates. Like they've been really like adding new like what is like battle passes. They call them war bonds in the game.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I've been talking to them like the war bonds. I don't give a fuck about. I want real content. I don't want like one new gun here and there. And like the other thing is all the guns they've been adding are pretty shit.
yeah.
And then they've been adding these mechs in the game, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. Like, there's a mech, and then
I
you use
like
mech, and
the
you're like,
mechs.
oh, they're dog shit.
But
Yeah, they suck.
The problem is, so for anyone who hasn't played, or for people who have played but don't know yet, they released a mech where instead of like, because the first mech has a rocket launcher and a minigun, pretty cool. This new mech has 2 autocannons. Now, from anyone who's used the autocannon like stratagem for your character on its own, you'd think, oh damn, that's great. But sadly, the mech is not that strong.
No, it's horrible.
Ugh.
Well, like, I'm kind of just like curious on like what's going on with these games that were like beloved, and then now they're dying. Like the finals, like I get that they didn't have as big of a player base as Helldivers, because like let's
Well,
be
they were
honest, they
bigger
had
than
like
Call of Duty at one point, though.
yeah, because like the
During the
peak
beta?
players, right? Because the peak players in the finals was 250,000 people.
That's a lot of people
Yep, and then that's
for like
half
a
of what
no-name
Helldivers
free
had.
shooter. That's crazy, actually.
Right, but if you look at the Steam charts of the amount of people that played Helldivers and the finals, they look the exact same. Huge peak, complete drop every single week
I'll be
until they're
interested.
nothing.
I'll be interested to see if that continues. Like if we get another game that ends up like that.
I
Yeah.
think
Because I think twice you can maybe write off as a coincidence. 3 times is a pattern, and there's something weird going
Mhm.
on with that.
It is. It's just I don't really get it because if you look at like it's literally the same thing for both these games. They have
Yeah,
these giant peaks right as they launch, and then like a month after they launch, and then all of a sudden, every single week losing
just
playing.
dead.
Losing.
Yep.
Yeah, and like they're both kind of dead.
yeah.
But then you look at something like Destiny, and like everybody's like, "Oh man, Destiny's dead. Destiny's dead." Well, they still have 110,000 people playing it right now.
Well, and they did
Which is
put out the new DLC.
Well, and
No, that's coming out
Call
next
of,
week. I think.
Call of Duty's competitor X Defiant has 300,000 concurrents.
Which that game sucks.
I mean, it has a lot of sniper problems, but a lot of people that do like old style Call of Duties are going to it.
I just
Really?
think
Hmm.
that. Well, I can't really say much about X Defiant. I listened to you guys play it. You didn't have a great time.
It's
I
horrible.
did watch a small part of Moist Critical's video. The sniper is broken,
Horrible. It's
and
horrible.
the game itself just looks kind of like if you Call of Duty tried to clone like Overwatch or something.
It's literally Call of Duty Overwatch. It's kind of sad on how it feels.
What you're telling me is they just reinvented Team Fortress 2.
Yes,
Yeah, but they made it shit.
Yeah,
and it's not great.
yeah, but here's the problem though. Is like people that are Overwatch players playing X Defiant are like, oh, it's just like Overwatch. But then people that play Call of Duty know, like, yeah, but the TTK is like half a second. So you can say it's like Overwatch, but in Overwatch you at least have the chance to use your abilities, where in this game you don't get the chance to use your abilities. Like people will complain about how you be pushing the escort load in this game, but it's like
Right.
you don't get your chance to use your special abilities on the escort load, because in Overwatch you at least like have 1 or 2 seconds of getting shot at to kind
Before
of
you
determine
die.
a position.
Yeah.
In this, it's just like Call of Duty. So like Call of Duty's TTK on top of abilities, we already know what that was like in Advanced Warfare and shit like that. It just wasn't good.
Yep.
Um,
Anyways, hang on one second. I looked up. So this is kind of funny. I don't know if game develop. Going back to what Tyler was saying about the finals and Helldivers. I don't know if developers just don't care or if the publishers are cucking them or what. But here's a crazy stat. All-time 24-hour peak for Team Fortress 2, a game that's been out for like 20 years. 95,000
Jesus.
Oh,
goddamn.
in the last 24 hours. That's
Wow.
crazy.
more than Overwatch.
Yeah, more than Overwatch 2.
Wow.
TF2's been out for a long time.
What the
A
hell?
long time. Yeah, and they still have 100,000 concurrent players. That's nuts.
And
That is insane, by the way.
I don't know if it's just like the new generations or like how YouTube Shorts and TikTok or whatever have brain rotted everybody, so they have a short attention span or like ADD or whatever. Or like, for example, Finals comes out, you play it for a couple weeks, it's fun, great, and then you want to move on to something else. Or like Helldivers, boom, great, awesome, fun new game. Blah, blah, blah. I think it's just everybody's looking for what's next. They're hopeful.
It is there is a mentality of that for sure. I mean I have to agree. Like I get caught up in it too myself.
Everybody's hoping for the one new like big game that's gonna fix gaming.
Yeah, like the new
No,
Skyrim.
You know, I've honestly thought about this too. What would be the solution then? And my biggest, like, the biggest answer I can give to it that I've come up with would be to just port over as best as possible the games that made you big in the first place. Don't try to graphically update it. Don't try to fuck around with the games that made you good. Just just report it over. That way,
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh, the servers are back online.
Yes.
I'll just go back to Modern Warfare 2."
Oh,
When the
just
fuck
go
are we
back to
gonna get the
Modern
Halo
Warfare.
3 remaster?
I'll
I'll play
just
the
go back-
shit out of that.
Yeah, I'll just go back to Black Ops 2. Like
Yes.
things like that instead of, because if everybody's looking for a cash grab when the biggest cash grabs are in front of their face and they don't fucking realize it.
Look
We're
at games
talking about.
That's what I'm saying. Look at games like GTA 5 and Skyrim. They
Listen,
still
how many
sell by
times-
their hundreds of thousands.
How many times have you guys bought GTA 5? Have you
Ah,
guys
at least
bought
3.
Okay,
at least
one.
like 3 times, yeah.
Okay, how many times have you guys bought Halo 3? How many times have
Twice.
you guys bought
Twice.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops 2?
How
many times have you had-
Twice. Modern
3
Warfare 2
times.
also twice. I bought
That's the
Oblivion,
thing.
the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. I bought that game 5 times.
Look how many times people have bought Skyrim. Just Just
Tons.
make the game, port it over, and we will play it. There
Yeah,
is
maybe
no
throw in a
doubt.
mild remaster like Skyrim Special Edition. Make the
You don't even
graphics a little bit better,
you
but
can
you don't have to
somewhat
fuck
do
with
that.
what made the game good.
Yeah,
mean-
you don't.
Well,
You
yeah,
don't need to make
'cause-
different multiplayer maps. You just need to like stabilize the servers, get hackers off the kernel, and then restabilize and open up the servers again. People will play the shit out of
Oh,
those
yes.
games.
See, I mean, my thing is like I get remastering and relaunching and all that stuff, but like I'm kind of tired of that. I honestly just want like people to get creative again and stop doing surefire shit. Just like
And that's
actually take risk,
So-
actually make a good game.
what I was
That's
just about to
fine.
say.
But that's
Like-
fine. But here's the thing: you can do that. You do the idea of relaunching the older game because you don't have to put more money than what you've already put into it, and then you can take your 4-year hiatus while having your good game online, and take 4 years to make an actual good game.
Yeah.
Not 1 year, not 2
mean,
years. Take an
yeah.
actual full 4 years, and just have Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2 old servers online.
Yes.
People will play those, and you can spend so much more of your money instead of wasting it on Warzone and wasting it on the new Call of Duty.
Mhm.
Like, fuck all that. Just take your time. Work together with
Yep.
Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward, Activision. Work
Yeah.
together like how you used to, because you don't work together anymore.
But yeah, now it's
I mean-
all like Treyarch does a
Well.
game, Infinity Ward does a game, Sledgehammer. Like, I guess it's this has just become a COD topic. But I was watching some COD YouTube videos earlier, and one guy was saying the same thing. He's saying like, instead of these yearly kind of shit or mid CODs or not even actual games like MW3,
Yeah. God.
instead of doing yearly, take a couple years.
Yeah,
Make-
you don't need to rush it out. Yeah.
Because first of all, it flushes the game you're making out. It helps you make it better. It gives it more time in the oven. And secondly, it lets the game that just came out, like, for example, we're pushing it back to MW 2019. That game was great.
Trash game. I'm just kidding.
That
the fuck
game,
up,
that
Tyler.
game still is great. It
Yeah, that game
basically
slapped.
saved and rebooted the entire COD franchise.
Yeah, because they were. I mean, that was coming off the heels of
If
Black
you
Ops
think-
4 and Advanced Warfare.
But if you think about it, so like 2019 was their like a leap that they took. They took a chance, it worked out,
Mhm.
but then they've been just banking
then,
off
yeah.
of
Well, yeah,
2019.
that's what I was gonna say, because then
Every other game has just been sucking that
they were
game's
like,
dick.
oh sweet.
Yep, exactly.
Even
Yeah.
though 2019's been only out for a little bit, and this is
Yeah,
pretty
5
good,
Cold
years.
War.
here comes Cold War.
And Cold
Which-
War was
Which
okay.
was also a good game,
I liked Cold War.
And
It was aight. It was aight.
But all the ones after that, I mean, Modern Warfare 2 was
Like,
fine, I
trash.
guess. It wasn't good, but it was fine.
Modern
Modern Warfare 3
remake,
wasn't even a
trash.
game.
Dude,
It was an
I
update
still,
for Modern Warfare 2.
I think
yeah,
It was a
I think-
DLC. I mean, that's all it was. It was DLC
you're
for
gonna be a-
$80.
if you're going to be a game company that makes a game like a sequel game, or like you are in a series kind of multiplayer game, whether you be Halo or the Battlefield series or Call of Duty, I think it should be a minimum of 3 years. Minimum of 3 years before you release another game.
Yeah,
I
well, look at
prefer
the
a
OG
4-year.
Halos.
I just want COD
Right.
to die, personally.
OG
I'm so
Halo came
tired
out
of
in
it.
2001. Halo 2 didn't come out until like 2004. And
Yeah,
then Halo 3
Halo-
came out in 2007.
Yeah.
And then Reach came out in 2011. They took their time and made good games. Every one of those games was a fucking banger.
Yeah, and
Assassin's
the development
Creed-
cycle's just not there anymore. That's the real
Assassin's-
problem.
Assassin's Creed back then too. Like
Yeah.
Well,
it
there's
was
no development.
2000.
They're all, and that's why all the games are like linked. Like you bought MW2 and then or MW19, and then Cold War came out, and then they like meshed it into Warzone, and they're like, your progress is gonna save over, and blah blah blah. And then they did with Vanguard, and they changed the Warzone to the Vanguard map, and it's like,
And you can kind of point the finger at battle royales, because battle royales made the incentive to make your game free, because that also
Yep.
made the incentive to make battle passes and skins and cosmetics.
Yep.
Which-
It's all terrible.
which to be fair,
But yeah, I
I
mean, yeah.
have bought the Apex Battle Pass before.
And that's fine.
I have bought the Fortnite Battle Pass before and skins.
And that's fine. Like, that's the thing about those
They're
games.
not-
though, is,
yeah,
like,
it's
you don't
not
need them to
bad.
be good at the
It's-
game. If you want to spend money on it, you absolutely can, but
Oh,
you don't
I'm
have
still
to.
dog
And that's
shit
I
on
look-
Fortnite.
I
Do
look
have
at it
a
like-
skin? Yes.
damn right.
I just look at it like if you find enjoyment out of a free to play game, that means you're going to probably put hours into that free to play game.
It's worth
And it's
it
okay to
too.
put a little bit of money into a free to play game.
Yes.
But if you put more money than the $60 price point of a base game into it,
You're a
in my
fool.
yeah,
Yeah,
well,
it's not a good call.
Unless you're making money by playing the game,
I've-
I don't know.
I've
what
gotten
it
more-
it just depends. It depends. Like what have you guys spent $60 on and have thousands of hours in? Destiny,
Yeah. There's a
things
couple
like that,
games
right?
out there.
So there's
Overwatch
games
for
out there.
sure.
Yeah,
There are
Overwatch.
games out there that, like, if you put 2,000
So
hours
technically
into
paid
your
for it. Now it's free, but I did before.
if you put over 1,000 hours into a video game, dude, I don't care what you spend. You
Oh.
clearly like that video game.
You like it enough to spend the money on it. And
Well,
that's
yeah, I
fine.
mean,
And-
entertainment is broken down to your dollar for how many hours you can get entertainment out of. Like golf,
Right.
you spend like $40 for like 2 hours of
yeah, that was a good
entertainment.
time.
Yeah, but like, see, my thing is I don't mind like the money. What I mind is you're just forcing these freaking game developers to put some shit out every
Oh, yeah.
fucking 6 months.
Well, and
Yeah.
honestly, we can't
And-
even blame the developers because it's 100% the publishers.
It's the
Especially
management.
for these big AAA games like Call of Duty. Activision is a horrible publisher.
Yeah.
I
Well, I don't know if you guys
Ubisoft
saw
for
it
Assassin's
too.
Creed, EA.
Right. Yeah,
It's just
Ubisoft's
terrible.
fucking horrible, dude. Apparently
Ubisoft
there's
and
a
EA are-
Japanese
are-
game.
Yeah, they're
sorry.
awful.
Like I've touched CODs, obviously, but I haven't touched MW3 since we stopped playing for it. It was
Yeah,
like
shit,
$70.
that game
We
sucks.
played it for like 2 weeks, but I keep
Done.
going back to Black Ops 1 and
It
World at War and
sucks.
whatever.
To be
Yeah.
honest, though, I
That's
like
just-
if there's
yeah.
one thing that we can all be happy for on the finals is that it killed Call of Duty.
Yes.
It killed the momentum of Call of Duty, like because it had
Absolutely.
momentum for about
COD's
3
dead.
weeks, and then it
Yeah.
died when the finals came
Yes.
out and people went to different places.
I just
Oh.
miss like being excited for games, or like you buy a game
Nobody's excited for
and then
games
you could-
anymore.
you would want to play that game every day. You would want to set hours into
Yeah,
it.
I would get home from school and play like Halo 3 or Halo 2 or
And it's-
Halo Reach or The
It's
Elder
done.
Scrolls 4 Oblivion or Skyrim for just like 8 hours until I had to
That's
go to
done.
bed.
And it's just weird
And
because
it's
that's
not there anymore.
how I was about Helldivers a little bit. Like I didn't know about it, but like once you guys,
I put 80
Austin-
hours into that game
yeah,
in like the
Austin
first
and
week
whatever
I
was
opened
like,
it.
hey, buy Helldivers, and then we did. We bought it. It was sick. I still like that game. We still play that game, but not as much, because there's nothing new. But also, I kind of have like ADD, and I get bored of playing the same game every day for like 2
I
weeks.
think
in a
that's the
row.
problem.
Because there's not
though.
enough going on
That's-
in the game.
That's
you know?
the problem.
How many hours have you put
Yeah.
into Skyrim, Robert?
Oh, tons.
Just over the years. Hundreds,
Tons.
thousands and thousands. Because there's so much shit to do.
Well, I
anyways,
guess that's
I
what
had-
I'm
going
saying
back
is the
to-
problem with the Helldivers, and that's why it's dying. Is
They need
because
to add the new
they've been
faction already.
yeah, they've been focusing on 1 or 2 guns every month that suck and no one cares about.
You know,
That's not real content. I don't really care what anyone says it's not content.
so here's my theory about why, like, what we were going back to what Tyler was saying about why these good games are all of a sudden just failing
Hmm.
like they are. I think it's because everybody is still kind of viewing these games as like a stopgap until the next big game comes out.
I could see
And
that.
you play, you
yeah.
know what I'm talking about? Like right now, the big one is GTA 6. Everybody's waiting for GTA 6. And these games are just kind of intermediate measures to get you through until something actually good comes out. But the problem is, nothing good ever fucking comes out.
Yeah, that's what I don't get
So,
either.
We're like
because-
jumping from game to game, waiting for the next big thing, but the next big thing is just trash every time.
Yes. And I think, really quick here to end it up, like, it's just, we come to this topic a lot because gaming is tragic, modern gaming is tragic, and we've all seen, there's been news this year of, like, Hi-Fi Rush came out, and then Xbox killed that studio, and then
Yep.
EA's doing dumb shit.
And Hi-Fi Rush was sick.
All of them are doing dumb shit. We saw Axeman's videos. Xbox has been irrelevant for the past couple of years.
Mhm.
Gaming is
Well,
tragic.
Xbox has been irrelevant since the PS4 came
Or
out.
like,
Yeah. Well, they're about to cancel it too. Did you guys see that? The Microsoft's
The
trying to cancel Xbox.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's sold like shit.
Yeah, they're trying to
The
cancel
PS5 is
Xbox
just better.
and the Game Pass. Apparently, Game Pass is losing money, and Microsoft's like, "Well, we're about to cut all of Xbox and the Game Pass."
that is
Crazy.
really crazy. But like
Mm-hmm.
for games, and I don't know, it's just because Switch is different. Because there are some people who the Switch is their main console. The Switch is what they main game on. They're on it every day. They're in parties. I would assume there's like chat parties on Switch. I have no idea. I don't play Switch online. But they're with their friends, blah blah blah. But for people like us who game on PC or like PlayStation, Switch is a secondary console. It's you use it by yourself if you're like, oh, I want to play Zelda or whatever, or it's like, oh, let's play Mario Kart, Smash, Mario Party, like party games with friends. Because no one's just gonna play like Mario Party by themselves.
No.
I don't. I also don't. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but I'm like saying it's different. Like it's a game that you buy. Like I bought Mario Party and Smash, and it's fun, but it's a different type of purchase. Like it's one you know you're going to use with friends. But you
It's a
guess
party game.
Listen, anything Nintendo makes, it's not a part of the. They should be like Nintendo games, and like Nintendo games have their own category. Phone games have their own category, and then PC and console
Yeah.
games have their own category.
they're
That's
like
kind of how I
opposites.
look at it. Like, to be honest, Nintendo games are probably where video games should have ended up at, but because of online multiplayer, we got PC and console games and phone games.
Yeah, mobile games are the worst, but
Like,
yeah.
to be truthfully honest, Nintendo games are kind of how video games used to be.
Yes.
And that's why I kind of put them in their own category, because they're not going to go away from
Yeah, they're different.
like their roots.
They're always going to be here, but they're also really not going to like compete.
Yeah, they're not competing with any like Xbox. Well, they've never tried to really compete
I
with
think
Xbox.
that's why
No,
Nintendo's
they're
still
just in their
so
own thing.
damn popular. They're just not interested in competing.
They just do
with
their
the
own
other
thing.
They made
game
the Wii,
makers.
like,
They
esports and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, well, their mindset is like, why try to be competitive on Call of Duty when you can be just as competitive on Mario Kart?
Yes.
Yeah. And Mario Kart's competitive as shit. Arguably
Yeah,
more
Mar-
competitive than
Yeah,
Call of Duty.
I've never lost friends to fucking Call of Duty. I've lost friends to Mario Kart, though.
Yes, sir. Robert's been almost beaten to death over Mario Kart before.
Yes.
Or no, sorry, he saw Kelly almost got beaten to death.
Correct. But I think real quick to wrap it up. Speaking of Call of Duty and stuff, Cody, I don't know if you watched it or not, but apparently this year's COD is Black Ops 6 because Cold
Wow.
War was technically Black Ops 5.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And
Bro, we are so depressed that the next COD coming out is the 6th game
is it
in a section of Call of Duty.
Yeah, and part of the Call
Hey,
of Duty
man.
series. It's the
Besides-
27th
well,
Call
you
of Duty
know-
game. I did see that.
This shit is
Okay.
pathetic.
But hear me out.
Oh
Has
god, this man.
Treyarch, I guess besides arguably Black Ops 4, has Treyarch ever made a bad COD?
Now that is a good point. And we'll have to
Black
see
Ops
how it
1,
goes.
World at War,
Black Ops 1,
2.
World at War, 2, yeah.
Black Ops 3 was alright.
Yeah, Black Ops 3
Black Ops
was
3 is
kinda good.
Black Ops 4 was-
the
it was
zombies
okay.
was mid for Black Ops 4, but the multiplayer was okay because there was no jetpacks. They went back to regular. They had
Cold War was kind of shit.
They did the specialists. I thought Cold War was pretty okay actually. It was more like
I
Black Ops
didn't like
1.
God or
I liked Cold War's multiplayer. I was not a huge fan of Cold War's campaign.
I was such a shitter on their multiplayer. Thermal LMG was retarded in
But,
Cold War's multiplayer.
For
Yeah,
those
that game, you could get some busted shit, but it was fun.
who've not
What was
seen-
Treyarch's last one? Was that Black Ops 5?
It's Cold War.
Cold
baby.
War.
Cold War, yeah.
Oh.
They did 2 trailers. One was like a teaser. It was people putting blindfolds on Mount Rushmore and it said "The Truth Lies." And then there was an actual trailer that was kind of like all edited, or like a Black Ops 1 type thing about it was like 1991 and showed Clinton and Reagan and whatever.
Chia
Yeah.
Pets.
Yes, that was funny. So we don't really know any gameplay. We don't really know anything about like the plot. There's gonna be like conspiracies and CIA shit. I don't know. You know,
I will. All right.
anything
I
could
will
be
say
better
this
than
now.
AW3.
That's
If you
probably
are
true.
able to fly a plane into the tower, I will pay $100 for this
Yes.
game.
Yes. If you
Only
You
if
know
you're-
what? Fair enough. That's pretty
And then
fucking
you have
funny,
like a button
actually.
prompt, stand up out of your chair and walk into the cockpit, and then it's like press W to pull your gun or something like that.
Yeah, if you are literally like a part of 9/11 like if you are like a terrorist or something, or if you were the CIA and you actually do like a Bush baked beans inside job kind of deal, I will pay a lot of money for that campaign, because that does sound like a cool campaign. But I don't know. But Cold War's campaign didn't really give me like, it wasn't like that fun, so I don't have high expectations for this one.
But
That's fair.
I haven't really had high expectations for the last couple gods, but I might end up buying it anyway. I just hope it's probably gonna be 70, but I hope it's not more than
Boy.
70.
It's not even a might, bro. You're like sucking the dick already. This shit. You're definitely buying it.
Probably.
Robert
is-
did give me.
Don't even try to lie to me. This man
Robert-
came in here. Oh my god, you guys see the Black Ops COD trailer? And I'm like, it wasn't even a trailer.
Robert-
It just was a fucking video of nothing.
Robert's a slut for Call of Duty. We've known that for a while.
His asshole is wide open for Black Ops.
Hey,
Fucking keyboard.
You're
God
not
damn it.
wrong.
Who's
You're not
the
wrong.
guy that used to be the developer when Black Ops 2 was out? Was the bald guy?
Oh, David Wunderhauer
Oh.
or whatever the hell.
Yeah. Vondor owns your ass, bro.
He might. But
It's like a tattoo on your
Can
ass.
neither
Oh,
confirm nor deny.
but will the game be good? How hard will he tap me? We'll
Questionable.
Have to find out.
on the next episode of Double Drama Island.
oh,
And cut.
Podcast out.